Hello and welcome to World Watch on Oweleke TV. I am Antonia Nwokolo. U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin faces a reckoning in Congress over his decision to keep secret his prostate cancer surgery and subsequent hospitalization from President Joe Biden and even his deputy at the Pentagon. Austin has apologized for the way he handled the matter, including to Biden himself. But his appearance before the Republican-led House of Representatives Armed Services Committee will be the first time lawmakers would directly question him. The hearing is expected to be one of the most contentious and personal that Austin, a retired four-star general, has faced in his career. Representative Mike Rogers, the committee's chairman, said it is totally unacceptable that it took over 3 days to inform the president that the Secretary of Defense was in the hospital and not in control of the Pentagon. Wars were raging in Ukraine and Israel, the ships were under fire in the Red Sea, and the U.S. bases were bracing for attack in Iraq and Syria. But the commander-in-chief did not know that his Secretary of Defense was out of action. Instead of disclosing his health situation, Austin opted to keep secret his initial prostate cancer surgery in December, as well as a subsequent January hospitalization for post-surgical complications that landed him in the intensive care unit. The Pentagon released the results from an internal 30-day review on Monday that effectively absolved itself of any wrongdoing. It's concluded that nothing examined during this review demonstrated any indication of ill intent or an attempt to obfuscate. Rogers is expected to criticize the report for failing to provide real answers for who knew what, when, and who failed to perform their basic duties. Democratic and Republican leaders in the U.S. Congress on Wednesday announced they had reached a deal for advancing the 12 annual bills that fund an array of federal programs for the fiscal year ending on September 30th and could also avert government shutdowns. The pact, approved by the House of Representatives and Senate leaders, would pave the way for votes on a stopgap funding bill to keep the government operating normally through newly set March 8 and March 22 deadlines, giving lawmakers time to examine and debate the full-year funding bills. Republican Representative Kevin Hern said the temporary funding bill, which will be the fourth of the fiscal year that began last October 1st, would be put to a House vote on Thursday. Ghana's parliament has passed a new bill that imposes a prison sentence of up to 3 years for anyone convicted of identifying as LGBTQ+. It also imposes a maximum 5-year jail term for forming or funding LGBTQ+ groups. Lawmakers heckled down attempts to replace prison sentences with community service and counseling. It is the latest sign of growing opposition to LGBTQ rights in the conservative West African nation. The bill, which had the backing of Ghana's two major political parties, will come into effect only if President Nana Akufo-Addo signs it into law. He previously said that he would do so if the majority of Ghanaians want him to. Gay sex is already against the law in Ghana, and it carries a 3-year prison sentence. That's all we have for you on World Watch. I am Antonia Nwokolo.
Follow us on our social media handles at Oweleke TV. Visit our website at www.oweleketv for a thrilling journey. Oweleke TV, rising star at the fairground.